Hello again, everyone. Saka here, and welcome back to Planet Zoo Career Mode. And when we last left off, we tackled the Panda Park and got the conservation efforts up for the pandas, as well as got a 5-star evaluation from the inspector. Really cool. We haven't got a 5-star rating before. And today, we are moving on to the Eye of the Taiga up in Canada, at the Maple Leaf Wildlife Park. Bordering Candy Lake, the site of the Maple Leaf Wildlife Park was chosen for its outstanding views of natural beauty. In giving you this opportunity, Bernard has done you a great honor. So it's time to repay the trust he's placed in you and do him proud. Well, we'll do our best. We might have to finagle some things, and give me the ability to manipulate the terrain, please. All right, let's hop right into it. All right, coming down, I mean, we've got some mountains. It's not too impressive thus yet, but I imagine we might start a zoo from scratch, possibly?
After your sterling work in China, I got a bit of good news, better news situation for you.
Oh, really? What is that, Bernie?
The good news is that I'm promoting you to apprentice zoo manager.
Okay.
The better news is you get to build a new zoo from scratch.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
That said, you will be on your own this time. No help from Nancy, although she wishes you luck.
I'm sure she does.
I suppose it's actually more of a good news, better news, and then slightly worse news situation. Either way, it's a chance for you to really prove yourself.
Okay.
Now, for this zoo, I'll want to see a good few different habitat and exhibit species, and at least as many guests to look at them. I'd also like you to keep your staff nice and happy as much as you can. And obviously, the same's true of the animals as well.
All right.
And, let's see. Yeah, you should try to turn a good-sized profit to boot.
Oh, don't worry about that. I got you.
Vital work elsewhere. There. That should keep you going for a while. I'll check in with you later. Good luck.
All right, so starting from scratch with $80,000 in the bank, and that's $60,000 more, I think, than we started with the last zoo. And in fact, we have a few of the facilities. We have our vet clinic, we have our workshop, rest area, quarantine, and the keeper hut as well. And we've already got some paths laid out, which is really cool. It sort of gives us an idea of what to do. I like these little log paths here. We can do some offshoots there for sure. It just really depends on what they want here. So in order to get a bronze, we need to have 175 guests in the zoo. More attractive animals attract more guests. So that really boils down to what animals can we trade for. And right now we have the giant tortoise, the American bison, the black wildebeest. And remember, we need a crap ton of black wildebeest to be happy. So we'll try to stick with some animals that can live on their own or in a pair. Like perhaps the Formosan black bear, for example. We have some grizzly bears. I'm thinking up here in the taiga and the Canadian wilderness, bears will be a good thing to put down. Indian peafowl is a safe start, but they breed like absolute crazy. We have the Japanese macaw we can put down, the Nayalas, the ring-tailed lemurs, the sable antelopes. Then we have the saltwater crocs, which we have to get a lake built as well as water purification. The snow leopard, we could probably swing some of that. The timber wolf as well, and the western lowlands gorilla. So we have to make do with what we have. And let's see, I think I want to start with something simple. Perhaps some bears would be a good one to start off with, especially since the bears are up for purchase. And, we've got some money to play around with. So we can put down some donation boxes, get some stuff in. Let's take a look at the grizzly bear needs and wants. And the grizzly bear needs -8 to 28 Celsius. We're right in there with a grade 4 climb-proof fence. All right, do we know grade 4 climb-proof fences? We know grade 1, we know grade 3, and we know grade 5. So essentially, if we're going to do bears, we need to do some sort of overhang or an overlook over their enclosure, because glass is not going to cut it. Do we have terrain manipulation? That is the next question. We do not. So we can't raise up terrain. So if we do bears, for example, we could put it over here, run a path down through here, and have an overhang so that they can see the bears down here. Just something to play around with. So I will go ahead and get an enclosure set up and be right back with you. Oh, so we need a research center and we need a workshop. And we can put that down over here in the area here. We can like level this out, keep this a staff area, keep all of our staff areas nice and isolated. And learning from the franchise mode zoo, let's focus on 1 or 2 animals at a time instead of just blasting through, putting down every single animal down and trying to be behind the 8 ball. So I'll go ahead and put down the research center in the workshop and get an enclosure set up for the bears, say over here with a pathway running right along this edge overlooking the bears. So I will be right back. All right, first bears are going into the zoo, and let me show you what I'm working with. So I put down the Gulpy, the Chief Beef, the Information Center, and the Looney Balloons. One thing that we don't have is an ATM. That would be nice to have. Let's put an ATM right there. We have our Formosan black bear enclosure over here with the brick wall, 9-foot walls there, with the staff path here, with the overlook up here, with some donation bins. We have to put down some educational speakers, however, so we can do that. And as soon as our bear comes in, hopefully we can choose the Formosan black bear. That's going to be a question, whether or not we are close enough for the black bear or not. I guess once the black bear comes in and gets settled, we'll see. But it may be too far away for us to get some education going. But there we go, Formosan black bear is in. All right, so now let's get in on some vet research. There we go. So we're researching bordeliosis, but we can also research the Formosan black bear. And it might not be a bad idea to get another veterinarian in here to help do the research. So we'll plop a veterinarian down right there, hop on our vet research, and get our second one on the Formosan black bear. Mechanic research we can also do. Let's do mechanic research with some, staff facilities. Do we want barriers? Do we want souvenir shops? Why not? We'll do some research there as well. All right, low welfare with the bear. We're going to fix that quick, fast, and in a hurry. All right, let's see what they need. First of all, they need hard shelter. They need to get more short grass, and they need to get this long grass completely out of here. So let's go ahead and adjust fire there. We also need to get some climbing up in here, which we might not know any blueprints to do. So what we can do is build it ourselves. Now they'll also need some soil. So let's go ahead and get rid of that long grass with some soil. This is probably where we're going to put down the hard shelter as well. Just make sure that we get within our tolerances right here. And that is all set. All right, sweet. Let's get in some hard shelter. Beds and shelters. Let's do the 12 by 12. And hopefully this will be big enough for both bears. All right, there we go. Now they need some climbing. I don't know if we know any climbing blueprints. We do not, unfortunately, so we'll have to do it ourselves, it seems. So let's go ahead and try to build some climbing platforms if we can. Let's see, habitat. Let's go all. All right, climbable logs. We have some climbable platforms as well. All right, so let's see if we can get a ramp. It's a pretty steep ramp. But let's put that there. Now that's at a wonky angle. Yeah, let's come at it with another angle, let's say. Something like so. Now we have our platforms here. Let's see if we can get it to snap flat. A little bit precarious. Yeah, let's rotate her up a bit. Something like a so. See if we can line that up right in the corner there for the bear. All right, let's get another climbable log. 1 meter, 2 meters, 4 meters. Yeah, that looks good. We'll do that. House a boot. That's a small platform there. All right, so if we did something like this... Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's move this right on over here. Rotate her on around. It's kind of at a funny angle, but it might work out. Just some meticulous movement here, and then we can put down another climbable post. So let's grab this and duplicate. See if we can put that right there. And right there. Now let's take a look at our bear and see if that is enough climbing for them. They only need 600 meters squared. Yeah, and that's 747 feet, so they've got their climbing needs. Now they just need some foliage and whatnot. From Asia, tropical temperate, we can do that. Nature, continent Asia. And then, let's see, biome, we need tropical and temperate. Ooh, a beech tree would be nice. So that's some pretty decent coverage right there. How about a black poplar tree? Only a little bit of coverage there. How about the common ash? A little bit more, okay. How about the cypress? Yeah, we might be able to put some cypress trees over here by their hidey hole. All right, that looks good. Few holly trees. It didn't really add to our coverage, but this oak tree sure will. Hopefully people can see the bears this way. What I'll do is I'll put their feeding sycamore. Okay. And a fig. Ooh. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll put their food and whatnot right down here so that the people can see them. All right, let's go ahead and get in some food and water and look up the Formosan black bear. Make sure that we have the stuff for them. We grab a water pipe. We'll put it right out, see, right back here. And the food tray large we'll put right there. And I don't know if we know any enrichment items. No, just the climbing for the Formosan black bear, so definitely need to get our vets on research for sure. All right, let's go ahead and play it. Yeah, we need to work on some enrichment for sure. But now that they're in, and moderately happy minus the enrichment, can we? Yes, we can. Formosan black bear. All right, so we'll duplicate that up. And then put a few right here alongside. So as they're standing on the ledge, they can learn all about the Formosan black bear. And then what we'll do is we've got a blueprint for our habitat education stand. We'll put that, say, right here. And turn that on to Formosan black bear. All right, so first creature is in the zoo. And first visitors are arriving. There's an incorrectly placed education item. All right, so we need to find out, do we do a bigger range? Oh, crap. So we might be able to get away with 2 of these bad boys. Let me delete these. So if we move it, okay, there we go. So it's big enough to get the path and still be powered. That's good. So we'll put one over here, and then we'll duplicate it. That's a little bit tricksy. It's not letting me place the speaker down. So if that's the case, whoops, let's see if we can move this thing over a bit. So right there. It's not ideal, And I'm not sure why that is the kicker. But it doesn't seem that will attach sort of anywhere else. So that should be fine. And the education stand is not correctly placed. Whoops. Yeah, we're going to need to select this whole kit and caboodle, if you please. Multi-select. And I'm not sure. Maybe there? All right, vet can't find accessible research. All right, so with multiple research going on, we need another research facility, it looks like. That's the Keeper Hut. That's the Trade Center. There's the Research Center small. All right, so what is the negative impact on guess? It's kind of small, so if I put it over here, it should be fine. All right, so let's multi-select this then. And go... Actually, we'll just put another one down. It's easier that way. Facilities, staff facilities, research. And put down another small research center, and we'll put it right back here. And just get rid of these flowers here. And then there's sort of flowers in the door. We can fix that, and that is fine. Then we'll just assign that to another work zone. Or the work zone that we got. Edit work zone. Put the generator in the work zone. That generator in the work zone. Oops. You're going to be finicky, aren't you? There we go. There's your work zone. Sweet. So we got work zone set up. Now we have enough space for some research to be done. Hopefully we learn a little bit about enrichment items. Along the way, what I've done is I've put in a lot of benches and recycle bins here. And the people are going to have to get all the way up here in order to see about the bear. Incorrect. I wish it would tell me, because I don't think it has the range to be seen from like down here if we were to put it down there. So hopefully the speaker is enough. What we've got is 48 grand. And what we can do is, say, grab some tortoises and put them, say, right here. That way people can have something to look at when they first enter the zoo by the shops. And then they can make their way on up to see the bear a little later. So I will go ahead and get the tortoises ready. I believe they're nice and easy to take care of. And I think just 2 of them will suffice. Looking at the Alhambra giant tortoise. Yeah, in fact, even 1 can do. But if I can get a male and a female, that would be ideal. And I'll connect up these paths right here and get some more animals in. So I will be right back. All right, giant tortoise is coming on in. We've got a nice glass barrier, really, really low. And hopefully people will enjoy the tortoise. Now, what we can do is do some more research and get some enrichment items unlocked. We don't want to overextend. We want to make sure that the animals that we have are very, very appealing and very, very happy before we get too awful crazy. So we need to get some more short grass up in here. Let's go ahead and take care of that. Plus, that will help everyone see the tortoise up. That's too much on the short grass. Oh, bloop. All right, right in the tolerance, and we need some more sand, you say. All right, sand is fine. Maybe not size 6, and maybe not size 1. Let's go size 3. Yeah, we're going to need a lot more sand than that then. And just sort of take out the long and short grass together. Now I've got a patch of sand right there for the tortoise. And we need some hard shelter. Now, I think we can get away with just some small shelters for the tortoise. We don't need to go too awful overboard. So let's put one down, say, right there. And can the tortoise get up on that? It's only 13%. Oh, there we go. Now it plopped in. All right, sweet. So that's plenty of hard shelter, plenty of coverage. All right, let's go ahead and get some food and water up in here for our Alabra giant tortoise. Water right there, and a food trough medium right there. Now, this is assigned to a work zone, so our keepers should be able to come on in and take a look at the tortoise. And there we go, Jenny Bales taking a look at the exhibit. They're not hungry right now, but you better get some food in here there, Jenny. And AL Kingy is our first visitor to the zoo. Good to see ya. We can't say hi since this isn't a franchise mode, but AL Kingy is our first VIP guest to the zoo. Good to see you as always. And let's see how we're doing on finances. So we're losing a little bit, but hopefully we can bring that back. Have 175 guests in the zoo and 3 habitat species. So one more species will be good enough for us to complete the bronze level, and I think we can call it an episode then. So without further ado, let's make sure that we get the education up and running here. So some educational speakers for our giant tortoise. All right, so we got that. And then a duplicate to right there. And what we'll do is we'll see if we can hit people as they walk by. So as they're sitting down, as they're walking by, grabbing stuff to eat, we're going to make sure that they hear all about the tortoise all the way around their path. That is the goal. And then we can actually get a good education board on the side so that folks are really educated here. And then one more on this back side, and then we'll get in some donation bins because that's where the bulk of our money is really going to come when we start getting down some donation bins. And let's make sure that we have some trash bins around as well. All right, so we got that. We get our habitat education board on the blueprint here. So we'll plop that down right here. Sweet. And now we will get the donation bins. So if you all are feeling so bold that you want to donate to the Alabra giant tortoise, feel free. Knock yourself out. Have a good day. All right, so we've got our donation bins up. We've got a good view of the tortoise. Everything is good. And people are actually throwing away their garbage and chipping in $340. Now we're starting to make some profit. And then our next animal, I think, will be right along here. If we can find another exhibit that we can put down nice and easy in this sort of half moon shape, we'll go ahead and do it. So I will do that and be right back. All right, everyone, what I've done is I've put down some exhibits, and we have vet research done already, and I believe that is on, yes, the Formosan black bear. So the first step of the Formosan black bear was toy enrichment, food unlock 2, a fun fact, and food enrichment. So without further ado, quick, fast, and in a hurry, let's make sure that our Formosan black bear is well taken care of, and let's get some enrichment items in here to help our bears out. And then what I'll do is I'll do some research and help out our tortoises and our exhibit creatures as well if these enrichment items aren't copacetic. So let's go ahead and habitat and Formosan black bear on that species. Formosan black bear in the F's. Of course, I passed you. All right, enrichment. All right, so we've got the fire hose ball. We'll go ahead and put down the fire hose ball and see how happy that makes them there. That's 15%. And then the large barrel feeder, we'll put that down right there. And that's already at a 65% enrichment happiness, helping them get nice and happy. And that is very good to see that our bears are going to be nice and happy with their fire hose ball. And nice. Guests think the tickets are underpriced. Let's go ahead and say $6 and $5 then. Just raise the ticket prices up just a bit. And let's do some focusing then on our next vet research. So we've got the Formosan Black Bear level 1. Let's look at our giant tortoise and see if say the fire hose ball or that barrel feeder works. I don't believe it does, but never hurts to check. All right, the Alabra giant tortoise, no enrichment. All right, so that will be our next step for our next research, will be our Alabra giant tortoise. So let's do Jerry. Moving to the tortoise. And Lemuel is still researching bordetelliosis, trying to get those diseases fixed up. But I think we are sitting pretty. We are on our way for sure. 3 habitat species in the zoo. We are at 2. With our exhibit species, hopefully this will allow us to get some more cash flow in and some more education rating as well. Not completing the bronze challenge, but that will be what we do first in the next episode for sure. But before we end the episode, let's go ahead and get some education down here. Grab this education ball, duplicate, move you right here, like so, and you are going to be part of the boa constrictor. So we will set you for boa constrictor. Then we will do a duplicate over here. Get both people walking up, and you are going to be the Amazonian giant centipede, like so. Then we have the Brazilian wandering spider over here. We'll duplicate, move you right there, and call you Brazilian wandering spider. And then one more, the Brazilian salmon pink tarantula. So we'll go ahead and duplicate, place you right there, and Brazilian salmon pink tarantula, getting lots of more education on that front. And I think we'll call it an episode. And when we come back, we will hopefully research some stuff for our tortoises and get our 3rd exhibit animal, say maybe right here, right behind the tortoise. That way we're keeping our people nice and easy, aside from the ones looking down at the bear up here. And hopefully the view is good of the bear. Having a great time. Ticket prices are great. Hardly any education, because I think they went straight here. It would be nice if the board worked, but we can't win them all. So hopefully down here, their education will be taken care of. But next episode, holy crap, overflowing trash cans already. Let's go ahead then and hire another staff member, another caretaker then, and make sure all of our staff is assigned to the entry and to the entry. And then hopefully our caretaker will realize with his rainbow hair, old Carrie Pena. There we go. Smash that like button and smash that trash down. And in the next episode, we will pick up where we left off. But that will do it for me. Like, share, and subscribe. If you are so bold, thank you so much for tuning in. And we will see you for the next part of Planet Zoo. Take care.